All right. Welcome everyone. My name's Adam. Today I will be running the Pathfinder 2E playtest. Today with me I have a number of characters to play through the playtest campaign with me. First up is... I'm sorry, dude. Weave. First up is Weave, and he will be playing Serren. If you could go ahead and describe Serren for everyone.
Yeah, so Serren is basically a half-elf. He's wearing some unassuming robes. He doesn't look like anything special. He has a staff. And but one kind of weird thing is his eyes have like look like the stars basically. And weirdly, if you it's almost like they're peering into the night sky. So if you move around or and he stays perfectly still, it's like their windows, so all the stars change. So he has come to this city seeking some answers on his recent nightmares.
Okay, great. So a few questions about Serren. When did he first realize he was a sorcerer, that he had the power of the arcane within him?
So fairly recently, he had he was actually an astronomer or an astrologer, basically making his living, reading people's fortunes and searching the stars, and he found a particularly weird blue star that didn't appear on any of the charts, and he started. Its movement was rather different and didn't seem to work like normally stars work as they make their way across the night sky. And as he kept studying it, he started having premonitions like something bad was going to happen. And then he started having these nightmares where terrible nightmares where he was being eaten alive or falling through a sea of worms and all kinds of weird shit. So at that point, he was making his way to the city, and a few orcs came upon him and tried to accost him, and he doesn't remember what happened, but when he came to, the 2 or 3 orcs were just dead right in front of him, with strange basically necrotic burns. And he realized that he had done it, and he was able to sort of pull that power into form. And so now he's concerned about what's happening and doesn't really know what's going on.
Okay, so with his tendency to black out, what was the worst situation that he suddenly found himself in?
He found himself in the middle of a jungle one time, and he didn't know how he got there. There's some, so that was more dangerous because he didn't know where the hell he was, and he had to, find his way back through the jungle. So he's basically trying to learn how to basically control these powers so that they don't consume him, and so that his blackouts will stop.
Alright, great. So that's Serren. Next is BlueJayBeautie, who is playing...
Maine Siluna.
Maine Siluna. Tell us, give us a description of your character.
She is a fairly pale elven ranger. She's wearing a dirty cloak and studded leather armor underneath it. She often keeps the cloak closed and hood up so that people don't get to see her features all too much. But one thing that is visible is that she has a braid that runs down to about chest height in the front.
Okay. So, being a ranger is not a career that is common in the world. So what kind of event led Maine to become a ranger?
It's an event of tragedy. She lost something very important to her, and she decided that she never wanted to lose anything again. And after being rescued by a ranger herself, she decided to essentially, if she had to, beg this person to teach her the ways of surviving as a ranger. And she has been doing so for a couple decades now. But elves have a long time to learn, so...
Right. Okay, so while you were a ranger and your main responsibilities being to the wilderness and such, tell me about a time you failed to protect the wilderness.
It's not necessarily failing to protect the wilderness, but she had a child in her care at one point, and after the tragedy that she suffered, she needed to try and find a way to help this child survive and take refuge, but was unable to find that refuge and didn't know how to survive in the wilderness, and the child starved in her arms. So that was one of the things that she lost, and that's why she needs to get stronger and be one with the wild.
Alright, great. And then last we have John, who is playing Melandir Twinleaf. Give us a brief description of her. Okay.
Well, just for a quick reference, what is the elvish lifespan supposed to be in Pathfinder? I know in other editions it can be like 500, 600 years.
Off the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure. I think it is several hundred years.
I recall it being a millennia.
Okay.
Dwarves and half-elves are 500 years.
Oh shit! All right. Oh, so she's in her second century, or I guess now, and soon to start her third. And she has been, ever since she reached relative adulthood, she hasn't had many. She didn't really express many standout talents, but she was always skilled with a blade. And when she she'd ended her stages of youth as an elf, she joined a certain contingent where she made what she assumed would be, lifelong friends to make the long journey through life with. But war is dangerous, and after about 70 or 80 years, with more or less the same squad, with some deaths here and there, but few and far between. Particularly bloody conflict with a large orcish attack left her essentially the sole survivor, and all of her closest friends, her lover, all those people faded away, and she sort of had a distaste for new relationships after that, sort of became withdrawn and from even her own people who tried to console her, and ended up leaving. The only thing she really values now is the glory she can achieve on the battlefield to carry on the legacy of the people she left behind, and maybe through her great deeds they'll take note of her in the afterlife.
Okay, so she's been a warrior for many years.
Yeah, she's a relative veteran, although maybe she hasn't quite had the full motivation to pursue her skills as hard as she could have. But now she's maybe in a place where, with that part of her life sort of closed off, kind of an obsessive focus on honing herself.
Okay.
And seeking meaning and the ability to feel from tense battle.
Okay. Could you tell me if there was any time in which she was bested by an opponent on the battlefield that outwitted her?
Let's see. Well, I guess the orcs had been they'd been pretty predictable, and I think it was really the hubris of her and her fellow soldiers or elf patrol, where they had assumed that the orcs would just sort of attack head on and not try and do things. And we were in our typical pattern of outrunning them, shooting them down, sneak attacking them. But it turned out that whoever was leading them this time was much smarter than we were used to, and they had a particularly clever and deceptive orc that kind of knew our patterns and turned the tables on us. And it's because we got caught in an ambush where we underestimated the intelligence of our foes that we lost so many. So I guess I could look back to that particular conflict where she lost her friends and loved ones, on the battlefield. That could really be her big regret. But there was definitely a lot of pride involved with why she lost.
Okay. All right. Thanks. And those are our players. All right. So we begin. The three of you, four of you, although you were told there were four, for some reason only 3 have shown up to the meeting with Kaleri Devrin. Kaleri is a noble of the city, but she's a bit odd among the other nobles for being a little bit into some odd archaeology, collecting artifacts of an ancient society, a society that Maine actually knows quite a bit about, called the Osirians. For one reason or another, she has called you here, and you have responded. For Serren, you've known her for quite a while, as she has been simultaneously testing the limits of your blackouts and mindquakes, while at the same time trying to help you improve and get them better under control. For Melandir, you've been sent as a representative of the Pathfinder Society, who has a vested interest in the kinds of research that Kaleri has been performing. And then for Maine, you've been called as a known colleague of hers in the field of Osirinology. And she greets you all. Hello. I have need of your assistance in gaining an artifact. I am hoping that you will be willing to help with that.
Do you really, do you think that it's, in your expert opinion, that it's good for me to go at this time, that my blackouts will not jeopardize this task?
Well, fortunately, as I've done my research, it appears that for the most part these blackouts happen when you are above the ground. Fortunately, this mission will take you below the city, where these blackouts should not be an issue.
All right. What is the nature of the artifact?
Yes, it's an odd little thing. It's really a trinket, but it's very important to me. It's called the Star of Desna. It's a gemstone. I won't go into great detail of it, but you should know it when you see it.
Do you mind if I roll my lore to see if I know anything about this?
Let me see.
It is ancient Assyrian, and that's what she's a fan of. Oh,
Yeah, I'm seeing if it's related.
I accidentally clicked it. Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah, as far as you know, it's just a name of a fancy stone.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you will want the details now, correct?
Yep.
Naturally.
Okay, so, oh yes, my other guest, please come into the room. And at this time, a goblin woman walks into the room, and effectively a combination of rags and some very nice and a very nice set of heels, except the heels are of the raised heels are of different colors.
Maine shifts a bit uncomfortably.
This is why. Sorry, I don't know why I don't have this person's name. This is Talga. She is a goblin of the Mud Chewer tribe. I think it would be best if she were to explain the situation to you. The goblin then goes, yes, so the Mud Chewer tribe has taken this Star of Desna, and I'm not sure what he wants with it, but there is this hobgoblin named Dracus who is very interested in it for some reason. Ever since he showed up, a lot of bad things have been happening, and I've been so terrified, so I ran away up here.
So do you know anything about him as far as his where he would be, or what kind of resistance we could expect trying to recover this?
Oh yes, Dracus is in the sewers, and she explains to you how to access from the sewers to it. The tribe has made its settlement in the sewers, of the city, and in a abandoned temple of some kind. We're not really too sure. We're not exactly the most religious folk. But anyways, Dracus, well, last I knew, there were still, and she starts counting on her fingers, and kind of double counts, and it doesn't seem like she quite understands how counting works. But then she says, I think there were 10 left, last I checked. But it could be less, because Dracus tends to motivate us by taking one of us to a chamber called the Motivation Room, and then draining one of our friends of all of their blood.
Alright, well, I guess we should take him seriously then.
I would recommend it. He's very dangerous, very scary. You'll probably die.
Well, yeah, and why are you telling us this again?
I talk a lot when I'm nervous, and oh boy, am I nervous. And you guys are all staring at me, and oh boy, so who wants to get snacks?
Yes. Well, snacks are my specialty. You just lead the way, and then I turn to the rest of the team, and I wink, and I say they can get the rest of the details from our ally here. We can go get snacks, and then we can go get snacks while the rest of the guys question, I guess, the lady some more if they want.
All right, you go into another room, and there's some cake, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna make him a cake.
Oh, there's already cake there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
quick question. On out of character, did she, or was the entrance outside the city, like in the outskirts, or would it be like the best entrance would be inside the city?
The entrance she showed you was in the city. She doesn't know of any other entrance, and neither would you.
Yeah. Oh, I figured I'm a stranger to the town, so I'm probably not going to be bringing my bear on this run.
It's up to you if you want to bring him or not.
I don't think the townsfolk are very pleased that I would bring a bear into the city. And not only that, it would be it wouldn't be with a leash or anything. Not caged, not anything. They would be nervous. I think the bear's staying outside.
Alright. Any of you have any more questions for...
Nope, I don't have any. What does it look like? I guess someone already asked that. You said they know it when they see it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, you will know the item when you see it. It's very distinct, very big.
Alright.
It'll probably be the only gemstone quite like it.
Well then, let's make haste and retrieve this as soon as we can.
Alright.
You can count on me.
Alright, thank you.
And you can rely on me to fulfill my duty as well.
Aren't you off in the cake room?
No, that's me.
Oh.
I guess I've returned. We have
returned from
cupcakes.
cake.
You'll probably have some frosting on your face if you ate it that quickly.
Frosting. Alright. You guys head towards the sewer. Let me get that changed over. And let me actually play some. Give me a second to get everything changed over. Oh yeah, before I do this, I'm planning on using the, where is it? Is it not on there? Is it on? No. Oh yeah, I'm planning on using the Fredboat app to play some music here. So if you see it on, should see it on the right-hand side, you'll want to change the volume to like 3%. Let me know when you got that.
Hold up. The bot?
Yeah, Fredboat.
Okay.
And change the volume on just right click it and change the volume to 3% or so. Alright, that.
There we go.
Alright, and now... Alright. You spend some time walking through the sewers, but shortly after you get down there... none of you have dark vision, do you?
Nope, so we probably have someone carrying a torch. I know I have torches on my person.
I think elves have dark vision.
No, we have low light.
Really? Okay. Better get a torch.
Alright,
Yeah.
Who's holding the torch?
I would like our fighter to do that.
Alright.
Alright, I can do that.
Alright, let me go ahead and do that then. Light.
I am gonna cast Mage Armor before I'm down here. Lasts all day.
Alright, you do that.
Sure do.
Alright, now you should all be able to see. Do you all see?
I see nothing.
Yeah, I'm also
I am blind.
Alright, you may have to scroll over all the way to the right, is where the things are.
No, I think the tokens don't have vision. If you're using dynamic lighting.
Oh, yep, that's it.
And remember, I think everyone in this party is at least partly elf. Although I don't think half-elves get low-light vision right away.
They don't unless they pick it as their ancestry trait, which I picked the speed, elven speed.
Yeah, in which case, he sees normal. We see double.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, now
There
everyone
we go.
should see. Alright. You make your way to the sewer entrance. And as you do so, you see puddles here and there. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, you see puddles here and there, and one of them looks like he's moving a bit. Looks like that puddle is moving a bit more than the other puddles.
I'll I'll draw my longsword and carefully approach. I'll take the lead on this one.
I don't know that. Can I make some kind of what's like the equivalent of like a perception check here?
I mean, there are perception checks, but are you trying to figure out like what would it be, or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to observe it, see if it looks any different.
I will also do the same. I do have slightly
Alright.
better at.
Based on the nature of it, it wouldn't really be perception to figure out what it is. It would really be Arcana.
Arcana. Okay.
Arcana. That's not something of mine.
Alright. Yeah, no, this is a slime. It's some sort of a sewer ooze.
Alright. I say I like motion with like my head at the sly and
I think it knows that you're there.
Oh, it knows.
right here.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and change this to the token layer. There. And as
there's a thing over there.
hey, Weave, it sounds like you're really far away.
Oh, sorry. I turned my my volume down. Let me change the input on my.
Is
this better?
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. But as... Let's see, I'm sorry, I'll get used to your names at some point here. As Melandir approaches, it appears to attack. So, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative here. So, on your sheets, there should be a section that's initiative, and it should be set to perception. That's what you're going to use for this fight.
Oh man, I am so uninitiated. Initiated.
Well, I have a +5, so don't feel too bad.
Okay, let's add turn.
You didn't roll that much lower, I think.
But I got a 20 on that Arcana. That was pretty solid. I knew the shit out of that.
That was a good check there. All right. Descending. All right, Melandir, your turn is first. You are the firstest.
I'll toss the torch onto the ground in a dry spot, like right here or so.
Okay.
I'll pull out my other weapon, or my short sword into my second hand. And then I'll, is there any kind of 5-foot step thing, or is it an action to move up?
It's an action regardless.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and use double slice and take a couple of attacks.
Alright, go ahead and make those attacks. Okay, so you do that much damage. Check something here.
And if there's any kind of damage resistance, the attacks happen simultaneously, and their damage is, I guess it's like the damage is added and it's considered as one attack.
Right.
I don't know if that's relevant or not.
It is. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. Alright, give me a moment. Alright, you do some damage to it, and it looks hurt, but not as much as you thought it would.
Careful. It doesn't seem like blades are too effective on this one. She'll say, looking back to the others. And I think that'll end my turn there.
Alright, so then it is my turn. I am moving, I think, right about here. I don't have any dim vision here, which is, or in the back here, which is kind of alarming, but not right there, right there. I will go ahead, I will take my bow, and I didn't say anything about preparing my weapon beforehand, but we were kind of entering hostile territory.
Yeah, you probably had your bow out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna name the target I'm going to use my hunt target action, and naturally it's going to be the slime.
Okay.
Let me just recall what that exactly does. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Apparently I'm attacking. That's weird. It's not going to be too useful right now, but
It's a crit.
no, that's something else. That was me accidentally spamming the thing. I wish I could see what I was doing. There we go. Okay. That should work. Come on. Okay, this is being weird.
I should just be able to make the attack from...
Yeah, I'm clicking my weapon that I'm trying to use, but it's not doing anything. When I get close to it, it has this circle with a cross out on it. I'm just gonna roll it. Standard. Slash roll.
And you should just be able to click where it says attack 1, ATK 1, and that's how you do that.
Attack 1?
Yeah.
Not seeing it.
It's on the right-hand side.
Ah, there we go. Boom. There we go. That should hit.
Yep, that'll hit for that damage. Are you making a second attack, or...?
I cannot. I've used all 3 actions.
Oh, yep, that's true. Alright. Alright, it is Serren's turn.
Alright, well, his eyes begin glowing blue, and he will move here. Now, quick question, can I move, like, so in, like, 5e, you can split your movement up? Is it the same way here, or, like, me moving 10 feet, that's a movement, and then if I attack, even though I have 20 movement speed left, I can't use it? Is that correct?
Once you've done something else with a different action, you would need to use a different action to move again.
Alright. His hand turns black and deadly, and he touches the slime. Is the 12 hit? It's a touch attack.
12? Let me check here. He doesn't have great AC. Yeah, that hits.
Alright,
He's a slime.
4 negative damage.
Okay. And compared to everyone else's attacks that aren't doing as much, this seems to have the full effect.
Alright. That ends my turn.
Alright. It's time for the sewer ooze. I'm gonna do a bit of math here real quick. Oh, yeah, that's in range. Okay. Alright, basically, the slime is going to sort of spread itself out and just sort of emit this aura of filth from the sewer. I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Oh.
That nat 20.
Alright, everyone succeeds. So, do not take any damage from that. Next, he is going to... he is going to try and get away, actually. Yeah, actually, he's going to attack Serren.
Alright.
And... yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits you. That's a... that is a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Rolled pretty high for that. That's... and he does 4 damage. Oh, 4 plus... he does 4 bludgeoning plus 4 acid. So a total of 8. And then he is going to move himself over here. Or actually, no, he is going to move himself a little further than that, and Melandir will get an attack of opportunity if she chooses to use a reaction for that.
Hell yeah.
Surprisingly, that hits.
Oh wow.
It must have like a really bad dex or something.
It is a slime. Its AC is not good. Alright, it is Melandir's turn.
Seeing that Serren had some kind of up-close magic that was effective, I'll try and position on this side of the slime.
Okay.
Then I'll go ahead and use my remaining 2 actions to double slice again.
Alright.
For a total of 13 damage with the hit.
Yep.
I'm trying to slash both blades together to just get a lot of extra momentum, since I see that the small strikes won't seem to work well.
Alright, you cut into it some more as bits of the ooze start to fall off.
And I'll end my turn there.
Alright, it is Maine's turn.
I am making 2 attacks and then moving.
Alright, go ahead and make your attacks.
Both are hits, but both rolled abysmally.
Those are both hits. You do some damage, and it doesn't look like this slime is gonna see another day. It's poor slime family and slime children.
It attacked us first. I have no more mercy.
Alright, Serren, it's your turn.
Alright, well, we're gonna try to bad touch it again. Ooh, 2.
Which is exactly what you needed.
Alright.
As from...
It turns into a puddle.
As from the touch, the slime just sort of dries up in place and withers away.
Alright.
Alright. With that being done, Melandir will put away her short sword and walk back over to where she dropped the torch to pick it back up. She'll look over to the two and say, "You handled yourselves pretty well. You'll be needing to keep doing that."
Alright, you pick up your torch. Which...
Does it look like it was guarding this thing? Or this trapdoor?
Go ahead and make a... It really isn't invest. Just go ahead and make it a perception.
Alright. 8.
Okay. Yeah, you take some time, ponder the door, yank at it a few times, and realize that doesn't actually go anywhere.
FYI, what's a hero point? Do we have them?
Yeah, you all have one. You all start with one. Depending on what you do throughout the game, I might award you more.
What can you use them for?
So you can use them to... well, you can use one hero point to bring yourself back if you fall to 0 HP.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Alright. There is still more cave to explore, though.
Alright, onward we go. I'll go ahead and take the lead. And I guess while we're exploring through here, I'll be searching for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on.
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm lost. Where did I go?
Alright. There.
I'm probably actually last in line, bringing up the rear.
Alright, stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check for Melandir.
I believe that I'm also keeping an eye out because that's kind of what rangers do.
Yeah.
Not as good as a rogue, but hey.
Usually pretty good at perception. Not today.
Yeah, oof. Well, that's unfortunate. Go ahead and, yeah. Let me go ahead and roll it for them. Oh, and there went one die.
Don't forget, if I can hear them within 60 feet, I get a auto perception.
Okay. Let me see here. Alright. Alright. So, Melandir, you're so busy looking out for doors and such that you don't even notice the group of goblins in front of you. Which Maine, peeking around, sees these goblins. Is able to, just on the edge of his just on the edge of your vision, I think, make out one of the goblins.
Do they look like they're hostile towards us because they know we're here?
You can barely see them.
Well, if they're goblins, it might not matter. I might what their hostilities are. I might just be hostile towards them.
Note that they are a
They're
civilized
peaceful
race in this. They are a civilized race in this version.
Oh, they've come a long way then.
Yeah. I mean, they're as civilized as goblins can be, but they're still civilized. I do tap you on. I tap Melandir on the shoulder, and I point her towards the goblins that she's apparently oblivious to and staring at a wall.
I'll just put my hand in my palm for just a moment and quietly thank you for pointing them out. Like, just
I don't say a word, I just point.
just like a real sense of like lack of feeling like she's let herself down professionally.
Okay, give me a moment. I gotta deal with something real quick. Actually, I think I'm probably gonna need to log out. Alright. So then, what we're gonna do is roll initiative, and actually the two of you have already rolled initiative, so I'm just gonna add turns, because Melandir got a 4.
Let me roll.
Maine got a...
You gotta click on your token for it to go to the turn order thing, and the turn order has to be up. If you are unaware, sometimes if you just click it, it'll pop up, but it won't go to the tracker.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure they know, it's just I didn't call for that yet.
Oh, okay.
I just had them regular roll a perception check, and now it's going to be an initiative. Alright. Let me change.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
We just lost our music thing.
Yeah, no, I stopped it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to play something else.
Oh, is it gonna be some battle music?
Yeah.
I certainly hope you do. There it is. The Color of Madness DLC
Wait,
has the
no.
new Farmstead region, which contains new questing monsters, new treasures.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Are we getting new DLC to this game?
Is this your first
No,
mistake?
why are...
The Crimson Court increases
Stop.
the-
Alright. This is irritating me. Alright. So then... Alright, yep, Maine is up first, is just out of the corner. You can see goblins.
I would like to just point out, is it at the, because they're in the shadows? Like, or is it that they're around or they're at a corner?
They might be in the shadows, slightly beyond the...
Do note I have
light.
low light vision, and I have double vision with torchlight.
Okay.
I don't think
then,
you
would
can
just
see
be
them
in the
because they're
edge.
not in an angle. Like, you have a wall blocking them, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, in that case, that's what I was expecting. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. Because I have like this 40-foot vision here,
okay.
and I'm
But yeah.
finding that a bit odd. Anyway,
Should
So,
be like over in this direction.
well, I will step out, and I will have my bow ready. I think, if need, I will go ahead and actually pick a target for a hunt, but I'm not going to make any attacks.
Okay, so you pick a target for hunt, so you pick the closest...
That one.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you can see it. It's just... okay. Alright. Next up are the goblins. It appears they're working on some sort of statue that you're not quite sure what it is over here. But they quickly turn, and they're a little... unlike the normal sort of goblin frenzied chaos you might be familiar with. These goblins are a bit more subdued and focused. Actually, nope. I want it right here. Alright. Gonna move up, and that one is going to attack. Yeah, just attack the person in front with a short bow or crossbow.
Alright, so they are attacking. That means they are fair game.
Yeah. Short bow does an 18 hit Melandir.
I believe so.
Alright. You take 4 damage.
Alright.
Gonna use 2 movements. And this one is going to attack Serren. And that's another 18. So that's 3 damage to Serren.
Alright.
What is your armor class with the mage armor?
14. What do you say, 3 damage?
Yeah, it's 3 damage. 3 piercing damage. Another short bow at Melandir. And he goes, takes his bow, and throws the bow while keeping the arrow in his hand.
Oh, you're supposed to switch hands when you do that.
Alright, and this last one is also going to attack Melandir. And crits for 10 10 damage.
Yikes.
Quick question about the crits. Is it just you roll a 20 and it counts it, or you
Yeah.
have to confirm the crit?
You do not confirm crits in this. If it's either if you roll a natural 20 or 10 above the AC.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because that's something that's changed.
Oh,
Yeah.
so 10 above the AC.
Yeah.
So if they would be flat-footed, then you could potentially help people crit by making them flat-footed.
Yeah, that's one of the possibilities. Alright, that is the goblin's turn. Serren.
How many actions is it to drink the potion?
It's just going to be one to drink a potion. It's an interact.
Alright, so I'm gonna do that. How many hit points does the potion heal?
Usually, it depends on what you got, but I think it'd be a
It's a
D8.
healing potion.
I think it's a D8.
Okay, so I drink one of them. And then
Is there any plus to that?
Not... I don't believe so, not for the first level.
Okay.
Serren roars as his arms turn into tentacular limbs. Where is it? Powers. They shift in shape. His eyes glow white again. And that'd be my turn.
Alright, Melandir.
Very full of arrows. Melandir is not a happy camper.
I wouldn't imagine.
She'll rush 20 feet down here and double slice.
I don't see where you went.
I don't see a movement either.
I was over here, and then I went south.
That explains a lot. My connection has been interrupted.
Oh, that must be the same for me as well. Let me refresh it.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well.
Alright, let's refresh Roll20 together.
There goes my character sheets. Well, character sheet.
Alright. Alright, try moving your character again.
I'm loading in.
I am too.
So I see him right here. I refreshed.
Did you go down or did you go left?
So, let me try it. Did you move this way?
Then it's still loading me in.
Oh, okay.
I think my Firefox has decided that it's quitting today. Because it's not doing anything. There we go. It finally did something.
I had moved to be in front of the goblin to my southwest to attack it.
Okay, so...
Give me a moment. I think I'm going to change the browser I'm using because Firefox seems to have trouble today.
Did they move?
I thought I moved your character?
This is Serren. Serren didn't move, but I see them both gone now, so...
Okay, you
guess
see them...
they got moved.
I'm just having tremendous trouble loading it.
Okay. So you're seeing they're both gone, but I'm not, so let me go and exit the game again. This is great.
I know, right?
Yay, roll 20.
Is that not it? I can't remember my password because I have it on auto login. But let's try that password. Ow!
Alright, I think things are working, but... it's hard to say. So... Leave, are you showing them in?
Yep, I see them moved. If I move over, I can see where they've moved.
Okay. So the tokens have moved. So, not my end, but...
I am loading.
Alright,
Once more.
Alright, so, John, you were going to double slice? Is that right?
That is correct.
Alright, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, if you could, I'll try to get back in as fast as allowed.
So those are both, first attacks, right?
Yeah. Because the short sword is agile, it doesn't take a penalty for the double slice.
Okay. You drop your long sword.
Oof.
Oof. The other one hits.
Excellent.
As you just sort of stab this goblin in the throat, and he falls over dead.
And I'm just trying to lodge the long sword out of whatever thing I stuck it into.
Yeah, well, it's like you ended up attacking with your short sword first, and then you stuck the long sword too far into the goblin after it already died.
So I'll end my turn by just, trying to fish that thing out and get ready for the next attack.
Alright, I think you'll need to do that next turn, because you already...
Okay, yeah.
You already moved and did two attacks.
Sounds good. I'll end it there.
I believe I'm next, however, I am not loaded in.
Oh boy.
It's still loading, so...
Right. We'll give it a few minutes for that.
Yeah. Was the one that I named my hunt target the one that was just killed? It should be the one that was right in front of the two pair.
Nope, the one that you used hunt to target. Let me actually mark that. What would be a good one to do that with? Yeah, we'll do this one. There, I've marked the one that you've used the mark.
You have to remember, I can't see which one you.
Yeah. But it's the one that's directly in front of you.
Down the hallway. So,
alright. Sorry. So, to your south, there is one. There is a goblin, but there's also another goblin that is
to the west.
To the west. That's the one you have targeted.
Okay. In which case, that should be the second one in the line because what's her name killed the first one. In which case, I move 15 square, or not 15 squares, 15 feet to the east, so that I'm outside of volley, which I forgot I had, and I'm going to then shoot the goblin twice. However, it's been 3 minutes and I'm still not loaded into Roll20, so I think I'm going to try and reload that again.
Okay.
Do I have to change browsers once more?
Right,
why is Roll20 hating me today? Okay.
Go ahead and make those attacks. Let me see here. Alright, your first attack misses, but the second one hits and kills it.
Awesome! I think that means I'm out of actions, and it's not like I can do much else because I can't see a damn thing anyway, so...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright.
So that's Chrome and Mozilla deciding that it doesn't want me to play. Let's try Edge. Even though I know it is very unfriendly with Edge.
Yeah.
Gotta try something, you know?
Yep, give it a shot.
Try resetting your password? Maybe it's like locked you out.
No, it's not that. It's I'm able to log in just fine. It's when I'm trying to enter the game.
Oh, is your internet connection shit? Because that's happened to me.
Nope, it's actually pretty decent, considering I live out in almost the sticks. But it's I don't think it should take longer than. Let's just say it has never taken a minute for it to load for me where I am right now, and yeah, if it's taking triple that time, it's probably not safe.
Yeah, I went to go take a dump a couple minutes ago, and like this thing's still loading up.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Trying from Edge.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Roll20 problem, not a NUS problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I can get in, but no one else can.
And that might just be because it's your game.
Yeah. Alright, so the goblin that was to the south has now moved in front of Maine and is going to attack with this crude sword that it has pulled out. And that is...
AC 17.
17? Okay, then that's gonna miss. Yep, alright. And the other one is going to take another shot. Is going to take a shot at Melandir. And rolled a 24. Does that crit on Melandir, or is your AC higher than 14?
8 higher.
I'm sorry?
It's 8 higher than my AC.
Okay. And you take 1 damage. As
Lucky me.
he shoots you in the toe.
I think I have the highest AC here.
Yeah, I'm fading.
Alright. It's Serren's turn. You're still in, right?
Yep. I'll
Alright.
move here, and I will chill touch my tentacle, whips across, and tries to infuse him with necrotic energy.
Which one? The one in front of me, or the one that just shot Melandir?
The one I just pinged here, this guy.
The one that shot Melandir.
I can't see a thing, so...
Oh.
Yeah, it's the one that shot Melandir.
Okay. So I still have a guy in front of me. Okay.
Alright, yeah, that hits. You deal 5 damage as the life sort of drains out of this goblin, but it isn't quite dead yet.
Alright, that's my turn.
It's your turn. Alright, it's Melandir. Did you get back in, John?
I'm still trying.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm trying my 4th and final browser.
But my move will be to just.
Try clearing your cache,
That might be a good idea.
or trying to open it in incognito mode. I have some bullshit scripts running in the background.
Yeah, that's probably something.
But,
it's not even displaying an option for me to log in from Explorer. Fine.
I would open it in open Chrome and go to incognito mode and go there from incognito mode.
Yeah.
Alright, well, alright, Melandir, what were you wanting to do? Get the one that took a shot at you?
Yeah, I'd like to get some. If it's within 30 feet or 25 feet, I think it's supposed to be. Move
Yeah,
up
it's
on-
in 10 feet.
Fire base. We
Yeah,
are currently experiencing issues with our Fire base servers. Please check our Twitter.
Oh yeah, so that's their database servers then. That means that
Yeah.
that's
Perfect timing.
it's a them problem.
It is definitely a them problem. We'll finish this out and then see what we want to do after that. Alright, so double slice, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
And she'll let out a blood-curdling scream as she does an X-slash down on this unsuspecting little goblin.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take an action to get your longsword out. So it's probably can't use double slash. So
That's
just
right, so yeah, I'll just pull it out, run up, and slash with just the longsword.
okay. Alright, you hit and then some as you just cleave this goblin's head right off.
Damn, you didn't slice it in 2. That's always fun.
I'll have to bring a bigger weapon next time. Alright, that sounds like a satisfactory end to a turn.
Yep.
And thus it is mine again. So there's a goblin right next to me. I'm going to go ahead and name that target, or name him my next hunting target. I'm going to pull out a light mace, and I'm gonna smack the guy.
Alright, let me go ahead and do all of those things. So is that attacking twice? Oh wait, no, you need
No,
to
I can't attack twice. I have to, I
Yep.
spent 2 actions. One to draw the light mace, one to, name the target.
Yep, let me roll that for you then. It's just me rolling a lot of stuff on Roll20. Sorry about this, this was not the plan.
I wish I could... I wish I could actually do the rolls, but... You know, servers.
Yeah, as you swing and miss at the goblin.
Ah.
This goblin looks around desperately as his friends have died one after the other. But realizing...
Do remember that you attacked us first.
But realizing his fate would be far worse if he died otherwise. As he attacks Maine again. And that is...
Versus 17?
Yeah, that's gonna hit because that is that is 20.
Okay.
So, 6. As you take 1 damage.
Yay, I'm down to 14 HP. Excuse me, numbers are a bit of my thing. I have an easy time remembering those.
Actually, he can still make another attack, so he's going to do so. And he launches his sword right past your head.
That's why you don't do stuff like that.
Alright, Serren, it's your turn again.
There's a lot of flying equipment today.
Alright, I'm gonna move that's... Can I control?
Where did my pencil go?
I was here, so let me just Q. I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, you can only see where Melandir is, basically.
Alright, so if I move back here, can I just ready an action to attack something I see?
Yeah, so you can move, and then you can attack if you see something pop out. That uses the rest of your turn.
Okay.
And then you get 1 action for it.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. Melandir, it's your turn. Your go again. The other goblin moved basically behind the pillar.
Will my 30 be able to be enough to get close to him?
Let me see. You'll be 10 feet away from him if you use your movement. Your full movement.
So you can still double move and still make 1 attack, but not double slice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll double move and longsword.
Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and make that attack. As you roll an 11, which misses, unfortunately.
And I'll hiss threateningly at it.
Okay. I mean, it's still it's terrified of both of you, but it realizes it has no choice.
I'll look over to the other and say, let's leave this one alive for questioning.
I'll see about that.
Maine, it's your turn.
Attack twice.
Okay.
Hey, I have like a -3 for a second attack, so it's not that bad.
I just like he goes, let's try and interrogate it, and you go, I'm attacking twice.
Well,
There's a suggestion. Not really
if it's terrified enough that it will attack regardless. I don't think it's gonna give information. Unless we
Alright.
terrify it more.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack.
I can't roll, remember?
Yep. I remember. Sorry.
It's okay.
I am so sorry about what Roll20 is doing right now.
Not your fault, it's not your fault. That's just luck of the draw, you know?
Alright. And your first hit hits it, and
Well, I hope my first hit it.
clonks this goblin right in the head as his skull caves in, and he dies.
Wow, I did that much damage with a light mace?
You did 6 damage.
I look at the light mace and I go, that wasn't supposed to happen.
They're goblins. They're not. They're not like huge titans.
True, but I was rolling a light mace, and it's not that. I'm not that strong, am I?
I'm gonna start checking their bodies as my eyes turn back to normal.
Alright,
Sorry about that. He was a tad bit weaker than I expected. Not that it really mattered much. He was terrified. If he was terrified enough not to run away, despite watching his friends die, I don't think he was gonna tell us jack shit.
That's fair. Alright, well let's what's on this? What's on
Anyway,
these people?
that was quite the interesting thing you had there. Your name was Serren, correct?
Yes, that is my name.
That was quite interesting what you did there. You
Ah,
are
yes.
a sorcerer?
I am.
I honestly shouldn't question how odd a sorcerer is when I myself, or people of my skill set, are also fairly odd.
Yes, well, what was the name of the quest giver, DM?
name of Hilary Delvrin.
Yes, well, Hilary has told me that if I can master these powers, that I will be no danger to anyone. So that is my wish.
What was her last name? I'm just writing it down for notes for later.
Hilary Delvrin, so it's spelled Keleri.
K-E-L... A-E-R... A-R-I?
Eri.
E-R-I. Oops. Thank you. Delvin. Alright.
Yes, that's the first time I've ever chose to use that ability, and it didn't spontaneously occur. So I believe we're making good progress this day. And then he starts to rummage through the pockets of these dead goblins.
That's good to know. I will keep an eye out for anything that may be moving around. And actually, probably more of an ear out, as well as an eye.
So,
Okay.
DM, what do we find on these goblins as we loot their bodies?
As you look through the goblins,
Probably don't find much.
yeah, you do find that they each have a crude sword-like weapon and short bows that have been, well, made for goblins, so would probably not be...
Any katanas, by chance?
Nope.
Nope, no katanas.
Alright.
You know, some of them have bits and bobs here and there. One of them's got some nails. Another one's got an acorn.
Where in the world did they find an acorn?
I'm gonna.
They're not indigenous to this part of the world.
I'm gonna see if the
Just
acorn
kidding.
has anything to do with the dominion of the Black Lore. It's a magical acorn of nefarious sorts.
That acorn's up to something. That's what you think. That acorn is up to something.
I could see how such a seed for potential might seem like such a valuable thing in a dark and fucking shitty place like this.
I'll
It
take
represents
the
something.
acorn.
It represents something precious that you'll never have as a sewer dweller.
I'll take it quietly so the other party members don't see me pocket something so valuable and possibly nefarious.
On the other hand, it is just an acorn.
I am watching very carefully. Do I see this with my expert perception?
Alright, make a perception check.
I can't.
Alright.
Sorry.
Do I make a deception check to oppose this?
I'm just kidding, you know.
I mean, it would be thievery.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty shitty at thievery. Oh, hey. I accidentally am super good at pocketing this acorn.
We should
And
definitely
even if I do see it, I don't give a shit because it's an acorn.
we should definitely get in some party PvP over the possession of this acorn.
So it looks like you didn't see me pocket the acorn.
Didn't see him get the acorn. You got that acorn.
That I would care to begin with.
After having it in your hands for a few minutes, it kind of seems like it might just be a regular acorn.
All right, well, I'm gonna hold on to that acorn. So,
it will become something nefarious, whether it wants to be or not.
Like a fucking tree.
Yeah, one day it'll be a battle weapon. It will grow it into a tree and turn it into a siege weapon, a trebuchet. It'll rain.
Or a giant's club.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with that acorn. You guys aren't thinking big enough. So, anyways, well, what were they working on over there? Who is it? What's the name of the fighter? Melandir. Could you maybe go over there? Because I can't see in the dark.
She'll pull a few arrows out of her chest. She looks a little. She sort of blinks her eyes a couple of times. Says, "What?"
I actually
yeah.
When everyone's done with their looting, I do go ahead and try to claim as many arrows as I can.
Alright. They do have short bows, so you get a total of...
Well, reasonably.
Yeah, no, you can get a lot of arrows from this, because each of them would have had like 20, so that you would have gotten about like 50 arrows out of this.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cap it off at 50, saying I can't carry any more in my quiver.
Anyway, so you're going to look at what they were doing, right?
Yeah. Melandir will move over there with the torch as requested.
Okay. You go over to what they were looking at. I'm just going to move you up. And you find a statue of what appears to be a hobgoblin. Being basically made out of various bits of loose stone and feces.
I kick it
and
over.
Discarded waste. You kick it over.
I make sure to hold my nose kicking it over.
Alright.
I'm used to the smell of feces. I live in the fucking wild.
Can I see if there's anything around it? Like, looks like, well, what the one goblin said that they had to, like, revere him or the thing would drain all their blood, so they're probably just down here building a statue to him so they didn't get killed by their leader there. So Alrighty, well, is there anything particularly interesting about the statue? Can I, like, investigate it with this perception?
I mean, I'm not going to make you do a perception check for that. It's fairly... It looks like something that the goblins put together quickly the best they could, but it's not a very good statue by any means.
Especially now that it's a pile of rubble on the floor.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to hold any real significance other than to maybe the goblins that were putting it together.
Alrighty, well, are there tracks where we know they came from?
Well, that might be the ranger's job to find out.
Ranger, would you maybe... I'm not very good at finding or scouting tracks. Is there a way to determine which way these guys came from?
We are in a cavern. I go ahead and tap my feet a couple times and just go, it's solid stone. They don't exactly leave tracks, but I'll see if they left, like, mud tracks or feces tracks. I'll go ahead and do a seek for that.
Okay, survive. So that'll be survival.
I imagine it'll be fairly difficult considering
Yeah.
we're in a tunnel with no without a whole lot of things that give.
You look around and you don't really see any tracks to speak of.
Do note that if any was left by my hunting target, I do get a little extra bonus from that. I think it's
Does
just
the fighter need a health potion?
Oh, I wouldn't turn it down. I'm at 2 hit points.
Alright. Okay. I give you a health potion. Actually, I should just give you 2 health potions. You probably need them more than me. That leaves me with 1 left.
Melandir,
don't worry about me. I don't plan on taking frontline position.
Melandir will raise an eyebrow in surprise, not suspecting the gesture, and she'll take them with a polite nod.
DM, I'm not sure what the policy on changing spells is, but I feel like I need to take a ranged spell cantrip, which I don't have, that does damage. Like, can we talk about afterwards, like, am I able to change it when I level up, or how does that work?
Yeah, it has to do with when you level up. So when you get to that point, we can figure out what you want to do.
Alrighty.
For now.
So let's keep going on, guys. If we don't see it here, the hobgoblin leader must be ahead.
So from where you're at, there are, if you were paying attention in the battle, there were 4 potential exits. There's one to your north, and
which
3
is where we came
to your
from.
south. Right. So there's the place you entered from in the north. There's another entrance to the north. Another
Okay.
place to go to the north. And then there are 3 exits to the south that you could go explore.
Let's try this one, guys, on the left, if there's no...
You have to remember, none of us can see that. I almost want to... No, I think... Let's take care of the leader. We can explore everything about this later. If we want to.
Yeah, but I think... Do we know where the leader is? Do we know the leader?
No. I just figure I don't think we should necessarily take the northern passage here because it's just... I just get the feeling that it will lead us more towards where we came from.
Alright,
Okay,
then lead ahead.
So
Yeah.
let's go... Let's take one of those southern passages.
Yeah, that's what he was suggesting, was the southern.
Let's go with the southwestern passage here.
Okay. So this one I was pinging here. This one right here.
I can't see it, but it was the one that was closest to where the goblins
I forgot.
were.
You can't see the map, so that's probably causing the confusion there. So
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's. If Melandir, if you would be so kind as to maybe lead the way along with the ranger.
Yeah, I'm assuming Melandir is going to drink the potion, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and down both of them. I guess I'll let you do the rolling for them since I can't get in still.
Was it both, or was it 2 potions, or
I
1?
gave him 2.
Okay.
I have 1 left.
He did take a lot of damage. That would explain why he's taking both. But
yeah, I'm sitting at a 2 out of 13.
Alright, so you got.
Let me take 1 first and see how much that does.
You gain
2 out of 13.
first
Yeah,
one.
no, that you should.
You gained 7 on the first one. It looks like.
Yeah, I'll hold
It's
off
4
on
that
taking the second. Then I'll
Okay.
keep that at the ready.
Okay.
What kind of roll and modifier is your health potion?
Just a straight D8.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead. So, am I the only one DM that's in the game?
Yep, both of us other 2 are locked out because of the server
Because of the
issues.
server problem.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get in, refreshing once in a while, but they're still fucked up.
I'm heading back to Mozilla here because that's my favorite browser. Nope, still locked out.
So, DM, maybe if Melandir comes this way along with who's the other one? Maine, like the state Maine.
Yep, they actually spelled exactly like that.
All right, so Maine and Melandir down here, and then I'll take up the rear.
I was planning on taking up the rear because.
Oh, sorry. I'll be in the middle then, and then.
Yeah, if we get ambushed from behind, I know I can take a bit of a hit. Oddly enough, I think I have more HP than the fighter.
Oh man!
Ah! It's come back! Can I see?
I can move!
Did we lose the DM? Oh, there he is.
I can't see though because it's all black.
Scroll to the bottom. It looks like people got access now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Alright, everyone got in? Okay.
I am back!
Alright, for some reason my internet just suddenly stopped working as I left, but now it's back again. Alright. So everyone is back and you can see where you are, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
So, we were heading down this way?
Yeah, this was the path you had talked about.
Okay.
So, should I be going up this way then? I know this is where we came in.
So this is where you came in from, way over here. And you were talking about going down this path.
Alright, I'll go ahead and grab the torch off the ground and continue leading the way. I'm not going to give too much advice about being careful since I was the one that ended up with so many arrows in them.
And looks like I'm dropping again. And no, I'm seeing movement, but it's giving me the connection has been interrupted.
Alright, hold on. Stop where you are. Melandir, stop moving the token.
Alright.
I'm putting you back at the entrance. Alright, everyone stop moving. Let me take a look here. So, Melandir, as you enter the room, a fog a fog is all over this room. And we are going to clear these. Go ahead and make the perception initiative roll. Okay. Okay. You do see some sort of fungus sitting in the middle of the room right there. And as you begin to notice it, let me see here. Yeah, as it notices your presence, it disperses spores throughout the room. Make a fortitude save.
Me as well?
Nope. No, this is just going to be Melandir on this one. Alright, let me check something real quick here. There it is. Alright, you are confused for 3 rounds. I'm looking up what exactly that's going to mean for you here in a second.
Ooh, that could... If it's what I'm thinking it is, it's fairly nasty.
Okay. Conditions. Alright, confused. Okay. Alright, so yeah, basically on your turns, you have to attack the creature that last attacked you. And you have to do that for the next 3 turns. Yeah, so the rest of the people, if you could go ahead and roll your initiative for perception.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be on the turn afterwards.
I think I'm going first with it.
Yeah,
20.
yeah, after Melandir's turn, the rest of you will go. Melandir. Sorry, I keep messing up your name. It's not what I meant to do. Alright. So, you are drawing your weapons and attacking the fungus, right?
Yes. Sorry, what was it that happened to me when I failed my fort save? Or is it a mystery?
You've been hit with confusion.
You are confused, so you can only use your turn, you can only use your actions to attack the thing that last
Attacked
attacked
you
you.
last.
Okay, that's actually not too devastating. Alright.
Yeah, we just need to make sure not to critically fail and accidentally hit you.
In that case, yeah, I guess I'll be swinging at Fungus.
Alright, go ahead and do that.
Oh, I get that Fungus good.
Yep, you really hit that fungus. Let's see here.
The fungi is not having so much fun.
So if his AC was 6 or below, he would crit.
Yes, or if it was 7 or below, actually.
Alright. As you do that, the fungus falls down, but as it does so, it releases even more spores into the air.
This seemed like it could have been predicted. Yes. Just gonna keep hacking away at that fungus.
Yeah, like if you had have made your save, you could have tried to figure out what it was, but
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I'm not in a bad way.
okay. So with that, Melandir, you're going to need to make another Fortitude save to see if the effect stacks, and Serren will also need to make it this time, as the spores go out into the hall. Alright, you succeed, and Serren fails. You are also confused for 2 rounds. But as that happens, the spores fade away and the fungus is no more.
And it is complete. I just sit there and watch my 2 companions hack this fungus into tiny pieces. Hold up. Can I get an... I'm rolling nature, seeing if I can possibly use this fungus for some sort of recipe without confusing everyone. I don't think I can use it.
Yeah, you really aren't quite... You're not too sure about what this exactly is. You know it caused them confusion, but you don't know what else it could do.
Yeah, let's not be experimental here.
I'm gonna pull out my acorn. Is it glowing or anything?
You look at your acorn, and it's still an acorn.
It's an acorn! Huzzah!
I say, good job, Melandir. That was... Who knows what could have happened if it... Actually, do I know what could have happened if it, I don't think I know anything about it, but that's good that we got that. So, I walk in here. Is there anything else in here?
Let's see. As you look around that room, let me see if there's anything else in there.
I wish I brought that one. I wish I had prepared that recipe today. Would have been a very nice snack while I'm waiting.
Looking around the room, you don't see anything more other than the remains of that fungus.
Alright. Can I check it, see if there's any prior victims? Bodies or something?
Not really. There's nothing else available. There's really nothing else in there. No bodies, no treasure, nothing except that mushroom.
Alright. I don't think there's anything else in here. So let's try the second path, guys.
Alright. Well, that was, those spores were not the best. But yeah, it's probably good that we got rid of them.
Actually, I do want to check one thing. I doubt I need to, but while we're hanging around, I do go ahead and make a medicine check here to see if it will have any lasting effects on their health.
Alright, go ahead and make a medicine check.
I don't think so.
They look fine.
Sure. Yeah, they'll be fine. Just waiting for the light to move.
Yep.
I guess we're going north.
I may as well.
It's on the way.
You might be forgetting someone in the darkness.
I'm
yeah.
on my way.
Whoops.
He's supposed to be in between us.
Keeping a very swift stride here.
So what's the room we just entered?
Yeah, this looks like a fountain sort of deal.
Right. So, let me get to that. As you enter the chamber, sounds of dripping water echo through the chamber. On the north side of the room, north being this side, actually, is a 10-foot-tall visage of a woman's face carved into the wall. Trickles of water run down her cheeks, like tears into a pool of polluted water that you see here.
Alright. Could I try to detect magic?
Detect magic. I see. Alright. Let me...
I go ahead and I claim the torch from Melandir here. And just keep an eye down the hall.
Okay.
And actually, while they're looking at that, I'm going to see if I can notice any secret doors, because this seems like a kind of room that might have that.
Well, there's two doors. Just two
there's
doors.
Two regular doors. Okay.
Let me go ahead and change the light. So take it away from him. Add it to you. Save. There. Okay. Let me take a look at the detect magic and see if that's going to do anything here. Okay. Alright, so you do detect magic coming from the bottom of the pool here. Its origin would probably be necromancy.
I say there's some necromantic energy emanating from this pool.
That doesn't make me any. That doesn't make me want to touch it anymore. Funny that.
Does anyone? I'm gonna try to look around it to see if I see any notches or unusual things about the woman's visage.
Looking at the statue of the woman, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about her.
All right. Does it look like the statue of a deity or something?
See, are you?
I'm trained in religion. You want me to do that one?
You're trained in religion? Okay, yeah. Let me.
I got a crit on that one too.
Yep, let me look that up.
Do you have 2 10s in intelligence and in strength? No dex?
2 10s. I have. What do you mean 2 10s?
No, never mind. And just curious about. It's just kind of about the numbers.
All right. So, you recognize this statue actually as being one of the possible interpretations of Pharasma.
Oh, cool! That's my deity.
Yep.
I say this is a statue of the goddess of fate. I am going to touch the statue and attempt to pray to Pharasma and ask her to give me guidance.
Okay. Alright, you pray, but considering you're not really a cleric or especially religious, you kind of feel good, but you kind of feel like there's more you should be doing in this room if that's something you really wanted to help with.
I will. Let's get in the pool.
Alright. Make a perception check for the pool. Alright. You look into the pool, and you see a black idol sitting at the bottom of it.
I take a look at Melandir and just go, oh, dear lord.
Do I recognize the idol?
That's kind of disgusting.
No. Based on what you would know, you wouldn't really understand what this would possibly be.
Does it have anything to do with the domain of the Black Lore?
It does not have anything to do with the domain of the Black Lore.
I am going to try to grab the idol there.
Alright. So you go in, grab the idol.
I'm going to prepare my light mace ahead of time.
Alright, you pull the idol out of the pool of water. And as you do so, 2 beings fly out of it. Let me get them up. Token layer.
Uh-oh. I say, well, hello there.
What are these? Or what are their appearances? I can't see that. Let me...
They are not very nice looking, and they're going to attack. Let's see.
Okay, they...
Full turns, clear. Alright, so then, let's see, so you were preparing ahead of time. So yeah, go ahead and everyone go ahead and do a perception check as these things fly into the room.
Oh, man.
It didn't add me.
If you didn't have your token selected...
There we go.
Yeah, so if you click your token and roll it again, then I think you can just go in and change it to 20.
Sure thing. Or it's selected, but now it's not doing much. It doesn't like me.
Okay.
I think the DM can add a turn for him too.
I'll add a turn. Yeah. Give me a moment.
I think I see that. Original roll was 20. I'll stick with that despite getting a 22.
Okay. Now let me...
That explains a lot.
And that's +4. I don't know what to say other than that I am rolling really high tonight. So, you know. Alright.
So what are these little disgusting creatures in front of us? They are obviously aren't very friendly looking, but do they look like those little imp things on our screen?
We will get into what these are in just a moment.
Well, I'm not sure if I would know what they are. Just what they look like.
Right. Well, we'll figure that out in a moment.
Sure thing.
When it's your turn, you can make a check. All right. All right. But we are starting with these things. I mean, I'm pretty sure it tells you right there that they're closets, but... let's see. Can you not see the turn order?
I can see the turn order, but it doesn't show the names.
We don't have access to the token, so we can't see what its name is.
I see. Okay. I did not know that. Alright,
And plus, player knowledge is very definitely something that is not...
yeah, it's very uncommon. So, let's see here. Alright, so one of them is going to turn, so the one closest to Serren is going to turn invisible. Boop! And... then it's gonna move over here. this other one is actually going to change his form. I don't have tokens for this, but he is going to change his form into a wolf of medium size. And I believe that change shape is... yeah. Okay.
Just to let you guys know, I need to take a break fairly soon to assist in someone's departure.
Okay. The game should be over in about 35 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so the wolf is going to run up and attack you. And he rolls, he gets 10, so he misses. As he
Hey, that saves me the trouble of moving to it! I can now attack it 3 times! Although I'm not sure I would.
If you are trained in Arcana, I would let you do a check to see if you can figure out what these are.
I am not trained in Arcana, and I will not make that check. Even if I... well, actually, if I did have Arcana, maybe I would, but I don't, and I don't think it would be right for me to. So I'm going to name it my target, and I'm going to attack it twice.
Alright, go for it.
Light miss. Minimum damage! Twice! But I think I hit twice.
Those did both hit. Let's see here. For a total of 4 damage.
Yep. Because I rolled 2 2s. Or, no, 2 1s. Did I happen to get above there, or 10 above, with either one?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so next up is, Serren.
Serren will, move here. Actually, no. You will tentacular limbs again, and then you will shield. That's one action for the shield.
Okay.
And then I get a raised shield action if something hits me, and a +1 bonus to my AC. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Melandir, you're up.
Alright. I'll drop the torch, pull out my short sword.
Hopefully not into the water.
Hold on a second.
Try my best not to.
I'm the one who has the torch, by the way.
Hold on a second, I need to check something before you move. So do they get that? No, they don't. Okay. Yep, you're fine.
And I'll double slice.
Those both miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, I tried doing a cool jumping spin move, but it doesn't quite deliver right.
Yep. Alright, so next up is the Quasit's turn. First, let me solve this one. Move here for 1 action. And will become visible again. As he attacks you. Twice. Yes, twice. That is... Does a 17 hit you?
It would hit me, yes.
Yeah, okay. Mirandale.
Yep, how much damage is that?
Melandir. Okay. Let me see. Damage. Sorry, this entry is a bit longer than the others. Okay.
It is forgiving.
So, it does 2 damage, plus you need to make a fortitude save. Alright, that's a failure. You feel a poison seep into you from the claws. And that will take effect on your turn. The other one, still in its wolf form, is going to try and attack Maine again. And misses.
Alright, well, I'm going to whack it twice. Or not!
Yeah, no, you drop your mace. You still got a dagger.
I can still pick up... did the mace go flying, or did I just drop it?
You just dropped it.
Okay, I can pick that up again.
Alright, and then you'll have one more action.
Which I attack once more! With much greater success!
Okay, yeah, okay, that's right. So, yep, that hits for 7 damage. Nice.
That's a pretty nice, solid hit. So that's a grand total of 11 damage to this thing.
Yep, and he's looking a little wounded. Alright, it's your turn, Serren.
Serren will, his tentacles will extend and try to basically infuse this one with negative energy.
Just don't touch me with that. We don't need any tentacle.
So it like wraps around, it like, his arm swings and it kind of like whips around and smacks it.
Yep, let me make sure he's not resistant to it, but I don't believe he is.
Is it undead? If it is, it,
Oh, can I make an
Okay.
Arcana check on these things too? I'm trained.
Yeah. You don't know. With that, you really aren't sure what these are. But you did hit it for 5 damage. So you got a good chunk on it.
16.
Alright, I will shield again. And that's my turn.
Alright. Alright. It is Melandir's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to double slice this guy.
Alright. Oh man, that's rough, my dude.
Poison's making it all blurry.
Yep, and you also take damage this turn. Let me check
Okay.
the amount. Yep, okay.
Good news is you didn't roll a 1 on either one. You rolled a 2, but that's not a 1.
You take 1 poison damage this turn. Alright, it's the Closet's turn. This Closet is going to use his first action to 5-foot step away from here, which prevents an attack of opportunity. He is then going to try and attack Serren twice with his claws. That is... Alright, so that's a 19.
Yep. And then I can use the shield bash. Someone's gonna maybe have to explain to me how this works.
Okay. So your shield has a hardness. What's the hardness of
4.
your first? 4. Okay. So you absorb the first 2 damage from the first attack. The second one is a critical, so let me roll that. And the second one goes through your shield for a total of 3 damage. And you will need to make a fortitude save.
Alright.
And you succeed. This one is going to use his first action to go invisible. Let's go put this down here. Melandir, you will get an attack of opportunity on this one.
Alright.
But it is going to have a significant penalty because you can't see it. Yeah, unfortunately... let's see here, let's... Yeah, that just misses. Alright, that's the closet's turn. Maine, it's your turn.
Maine?
Sorry, muted. I'm going to go ahead. I'm here, sitting here talking a whole lot and muted the entire time. So I'm going to go ahead and get a extra plus stuff to try and seek out this invisible target because it's my quarry at this time.
Oh, you did mark it as your quarry?
I did mark it, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm getting some fairly nice rolls for my second attack.
Okay.
That's right, that's what I'm doing. Okay, perception. I noticed Jackal, so I'm going to take a move here. And I'm gonna smack this thing that's right here.
Alright.
I only get the 1 attack, I think, because, or is the was the seek a, no, I think that was a free thing.
Making a detailed check like that would take time.
Okay.
So you'd get 1 attack. Alright, but that hits for 3.
Thunk. It's a glancing blow. But hey, every little bit counts.
Alright, Serren, it's your turn.
Serren will try to chill touch the one up top.
Alright. Alright, that hits for 6.
Can I make a 5-foot step away without provoking an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-foot step is always, it does not provoke. And I don't think they have the reaction of opportunity attacks.
Alright, well I stepped there and that's my turn.
Alright.
Splish.
Melandir.
Alright. I'll move over here and try the double slots.
Try, please hit. That would be great. Alright, the longsword hit, so that's an improvement. But
The short sword goes.
but in your moment of success, you sort of drop the short sword behind you as you go to make the second swing.
Whoops.
Whoopsies. Alright. It is the Quasit's turn. And they are each going to... Yeah. They're each going to use an action to... They seem to cast a spell on themselves this turn.
Well, the one that we can see.
Well, the one that you can see and the other one becomes visible as soon as he does this. But before he does so, he moves over here, and we're gonna just change that to token layer, as this is gonna be a bad turn for Melandir.
Oh yeah.
So the wolf is going to attack once. And that one will hit, as that was a natural 17. See here, that's a... that is 5 damage.
Alright.
As the wolf-formed creature bites at you with his claws, bites at you with his jaws, not claws, and the other one is going to also make an attack.
I will be right back.
And that's a total of 20.
Just-
No.
3 damage from him.
No. I was talking that entire time muted. Again. I need to go take a break right now. Go help my mom. If
Okay.
my... I will essentially attack the wolf thing, because that's my hunt target.
Alright.
Be right back.
Alright, then Maine's gonna go and just attack the wolf one.
Melandir, are you still up?
I am.
Alright, how badly are you injured?
I'm at 3 hit points.
Oh man. I might hold my action until after you, because I want to use a line attack to hit both of them. So Serren says, "Move out of the way. I need to get them in a row."
Okay.
Assuming that they don't somehow die before that, I guess.
Yeah, some damage is done, but not enough to really do anything. Because even... Yeah. Yep, it is your turn, Serren.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna say, wave Melandir if he can move 1 square. You know, Serren says, move! I need to hit them both, and he's gonna ready an action to Grim Tendrils them when he's out of the way.
Alright. Alright, Melandir.
Alright, I'll use an action to swing with my longsword at this one.
Alright. Alright, you do 5 damage.
Another action, I'll try to pick up my short sword. And then with my third action, I'll step over here.
Alright.
Oh, roll the damage then, because that should have been a d8, not... Because you clicked your short sword, not your long sword.
Oh, well. So 7 damage.
Okay.
Alright, and then, Serren's, from Serren's tentacles, black, inky tendrils of energy erupt.
Alright, is it an attack roll, or do I have to make a save?
It's a fort save. Let me see.
Fail.
Let me read. 2d4 plus 1 persistent bleed, depending on their fort save.
Alright,
Save is 15.
Save is 15. Let me see. They both failed. One of them crit failed. I'm checking to see if the other crit failed. One. You said it was a 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other one only failed. Alright, so that's 6.
Yeah, 6
Okay.
on a fail. Double damage and persistent bleed damage on a crit fail. So 12 to the one that crit failed, 6 to the one that failed, and then they're gonna have
Okay.
persistent bleed 1.
Alright, let me check.
Hold on, back.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I just unleashed a bunch of negative energy tendrils, and one
Yep.
of these guys crit failed.
Yep, so this one's dead. The other one looks just about dead, but not quite. As it is their turn. And let me check one thing here real quick.
Does he take bleed at the start or the end of the turn? Is that what you're checking?
Well, your spell should say, is it persistent bleed at the beginning of their turn?
No, it doesn't actually say. It just says persistent bleed.
Then we will assume it's at the beginning of their turn, which causes this one to die.
Alright. I'm all out of Arcana reserves after that one, but it was getting a little dicey there.
Just a word of warning here. Next time you find strange statues lying in murky ponds, don't touch them.
Well, can I observe the statue now? Does it look valuable? Or something?
Do you have a praise?
After defeating the Quasits, the demons that you just fought, the statue that you picked up now fades away into nothingness.
Oh, that's lame.
Just like dust.
Well, does the pool? The pool was dark, right? Is it clear now?
Yes, the pool and the stream are now clear.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back up to this the statue, and I'm gonna touch it again, and I'm going to ask it to reveal its secrets.
Let me see here.
I will say, we have cleansed your pool. Pharasma, reveal the secrets of this place.
You get a strong feeling that you should now drink the water.
I will go and drink the water.
Alright. You have basically received a blessing. So from now on, you will have a so you will now have an extra you'll have an extra 6 HP. And all of your attacks gain a +1 bonus.
Like forever or just for a while?
Just for a while. For now.
I look at Melandir and go, certainly an odd one.
You guys should try drinking the water. It's great.
I'll pass this time, thanks.
Me too. I've had plenty of nasty things, and
So
this
does
is
it
a little
heal
less
me,
appetizing.
or does it increase my maximum?
It's a temporary base of hit points, so it's in addition to your maximum.
Okay, so I need to rest to like heal my hit points back.
Right.
Alright, well, is there any chance we could maybe rest here? How does resting work? Is this a wise thing to do?
Well,
What about medicine checks as well?
Alright, well, whether resting here is wise or not is kind of up to how you feel about it. You are still in the middle of a area that you know has enemies. And there are 2 doors. One here. One here.
Do note that these enemies may be aware that we are here after the commotion that we have caused, and resting here will give them opportunity to prepare themselves.
You can also use medicine checks and a medicine check and a rest over 10 minutes to also try and restore health.
Alright. Does anyone have medicine?
Yes, I do. Here.
I also have
Just-
medicine.
Alright, well, can we maybe rest 10 minutes? And then that would also give me shield back.
Yeah, just take a little breather.
Yeah.
Right, that's the wrong check.
Well, I have a +4. So... oh, good.
Alright. Who were you healing, Melandir?
Sorry, what's that?
Who were you healing? Who are you trying to...
I'll look to Serren, since he seemed to be bleeding quite a bit.
Okay, and I guess, Maine, you were trying to help, Melandir.
Yep. Less
Alright.
successfully.
Yeah, unfortunately that was not a success.
Can you do medicine untrained?
I don't think so. Not for what you intended for.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the only thing you can do with medicine untrained is recall knowledge.
So how much do I gain from a success?
Let me look that up, because that's part of the rules update. And I did not commit that one to memory.
Oh, we got 9 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in a moment. Oh, you know what? Oh, you can do a number of people. So it's hit points equal to... Okay. And what's your Constitution modifier?
Mine is 2.
Okay. So everyone gets 2 hit points from that.
I'm back at max.
And that will include Melandir.
Alright, so... Sorry, how many hit points can I do with the check?
It's basically your con modifier times your level.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll heal, 1 point. Alright, I'll go ahead and drink Serren's second healing potion.
Yeah. You can also retreat further back into the sewers and take a longer rest if you wanted to.
Before I drink that potion, I'll ask whether we intend to press forward or not.
Well, there is a door here, right?
Yep.
It looks like there's another door right here.
Alright, I'll drink the potion, pick up the torch.
I don't think this would be a good place to rest. It's not exactly secure.
Alright, well let's try going through here. Since that seems to be the prevailing door.
Alright, longsword and torch in hands, and
Did I detect magic on this door when I detected magic in the room?
No.
You did not detect magic.
Okay.
I think I still have the torch. But I'll hand it back to you now that we're moving again.
Okay. So we'll change this real quick. Now it's dark for everyone as you hand the torch over. Alright.
Looks like the same room to me with something. Oh, you just gave it to a different person?
Yeah, I just changed the torch. So, what are you doing with this door? You just gonna open it, or?
Yeah, does anyone... I mean, I can open it if you want me to go first, but... I can mage hand it open.
Well, I assume our fighter here is going to open the door.
I can just open it.
Okay, let me check something. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Yep. The door opens. And nothing in particular happens. So let me... Yep. The door opens. Did anyone else drink of the water?
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
Alright. Good cave system back here, boys.
Do note that the sorcerer didn't exactly tell us what was beneficial of the water. He just said, you should drink the water. I'm just like, no thank you. It was pretty nasty there.
Yeah, but you did notice that it pretty much immediately became clean again.
True. Still doesn't mean I want to drink it. Da-da.
Oh, I'm not supposed to.
Alright, I think as you go through that door, and hold on.
Oops.
That's... yeah, you weren't supposed to go there yet.
Oh, okay.
I think we'll go ahead and end it here for tonight before you drop yourselves into another even longer combat.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yep. One more thing I forgot to mention that I just saw on the thing. Serren, you actually restore 1d8 hit points from drinking the water.
Okay. Cool.